Hi y'all, my name is Maverick Moses. I am a writing coach and author of the soon-to-be self-published YA dark urban fantasy novel Karma's Children Discovery, the first book of the Karma's Children trilogy series. As y'all know, during the month of July, I am taking part in my very first camp NaNoWriMo, which means that this entire month my videos will be centered around that theme. Today is Wednesday when you're watching this, which means that it is day 4 of camp, but I am filming this on day 2, so I don't really have a writing update for you right yet. Instead, for today's video, I wanted to share with you the 5 ways that I prepped for camp, and I'll revisit these at the end of the month and say the good, the bad, and the should have done that. Number 1, polished my outline. In the week leading up to camp, I worked to polish my outline, and it was during this time when I realized that my plotline was so dynamic that one book really just wasn't going to cut it. I thought about doing 2 books, a part 1 and a part 2, but that even seemed like it would be a little too squished, so I decided on starting to treat Karma's Children as a trilogy series. This means, of course, that I'm going to have to modify what I've already written some, but even still, this new decision of doing the trilogy instead of just one book is really making me excited. I loved my storyline before, but now that I'm doing the trilogy, I love it even more, and I didn't even think that was possible. Number 2, created a series Bible. I had kind of been doing this already, including all of the parts in a certain section of my outline, but in creating this series Bible, I was able to reorganize all of that information to allow me to better reference it in the future. In case you don't know, a series Bible is a collection of all your non-plotting information that you need to keep track of, like characters and world building. The Karma's Children series has a lot of characters and a lot of different worlds, so creating the series Bible was extremely helpful to keep track of all that. I also added sections for a family tree, made-up words, powers and relics, and a timeline. A series Bible is only for the author's eyes, so you can make yours however you want. Number 3, set a daily goal. As you know, my goal for the whole month is 50,000 words, so I set my daily goal for 2,000 words a day. Yes, I know that that would technically end up being 62,000 words by the end of the month, but I figured that I should do 2,000 words a day instead to allow some cushion for myself for the days that weren't so great. Number 4, started a new writing habit, or rather, I'm still trying to. In order to do the 2,000 per day word count, I knew that I was going to have to step up my game and write more often, and I used psychology to help me do that. I remembered something that I learned in psychology class called sensory studying, which is basically where you surround yourself with very specific senses every time that you sit down to study. This will allow you to hardwire your brain into getting into that studying mode every time that you surround yourself with those same senses. Setting, smells, and even taste can accomplish this. So in the morning, I make a warm cup of mint tea with lemonade, something that with a medium amount of caffeine, and I start writing in my office with a vanilla candle burning. Then in the afternoon, I make a warm cup of cinnamon herbal tea, something that doesn't have caffeine, and write in my dining room. Then in the evening, I go to Starbucks, drink just water, and write there. It's definitely taking a while to create the habit, but I'm already seeing results. Number 5, planned platform updates, or rather, how I was going to do them. As I said in my announcement video, I was going to allow my platform to hold me accountable and motivate me to report good news. So I decided on weekly updates on YouTube, hello, teaching you an obstacle that I came across and how I conquered it. Then I am doing daily updates on my Insta story and posting every day as part of the Camp NaNoWriMo photo challenge under hashtag CampInstaWriMo on my Instagram. To plan for that last thing, I am using an app called Unum that allows me to plan my future Instagram posts and allows me to see how it would all look like side by side to each other in the grid. Camp NaNoWriMo is still just getting started, but I am pumped to see what this month will bring. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and be sure to click the link down below in the description to read the first chapter of my Karma's Children trilogy series for free. Thanks for watching, y'all. Bye!